What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today, so we'll be going over a PvP build that I actually found very entertaining that involves the Chaos Reach, Monte Carlo, and the Karnstein Armlets. So going over the setup of the build, you're going to want Middle Tree Stormcaller, which is a 2-minute control. The main thing to focus on in the subclass is Ball Lightning, which allows you to launch and arc melee at your enemies versus having to be up in close quarters. And the other perk, I guess, that kind of helps out is Ionic Trace, which gives you a chance to get ability energy back from traces on the ground, which are generated by getting kills, which in PvP happens very, very often. Basically, the advantage of having the projectile style melee is that you don't have to take the risk of getting into shotgun range, or I guess really close range where people could have like recluse and stuff like that. Plus, in general, Chaos Reach, which is the super, basically you do the Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z, you let out a giant thing of lightning, and it's very, very direct. Basically, it's a shutdown super, which means it's meant, I guess in my eyes, it's meant to shut down other supers. So anything like a roaming super you can shut down with this thing very, very easily. Now, going over the exotic armor, I was using the Karnstein Armlets. Basically, once you get a melee kill, you instantly get a large amount of health, and your health regens for a short time afterwards when you get the kills. So, when you're in those melee engagement, it gives you the opportunity to have more survivability, essentially. Again, with Ball Lightning, you're able to have some distance between you and the target that you want to melee, which can increase your survivability even more. And Ball Lightning actually works with the perk, so you just need to get a melee kill. It doesn't really matter if you have Ball Lightning on or not, but again, it does help that you can actually just launch something at an enemy, and it will trigger this perk, which is pretty cool. Now, the exotic weapon that I'm using, which is key to this build, is Monte Carlo. The main perks on this weapon are the Monte Carlo method, which states when you deal damage, it recharges your melee ability and has a chance to have it fully recharge your melee on a kill. In PvP, it seems that you could get it back very, very often after every kill. I've only had it to where it's only not done it a few times, which is pretty cool. So you can actually get that back very, very quickly, which means you get that Ball Lightning back very, very quickly. You obviously have Fluted Barrel, high caliber rounds. Then you have Markov Chain, which this is kind of a version of Swashbuckler. Essentially, it gives the weapon increased damage from either kills with the weapon, which stacks up from 1 to 5, or you can get a melee kill, which makes it automatically go up to ×5, just like Swashbuckler. And obviously, it comes with Composite Stock here. Since we're going to be using the Ball Lightning melee to help trigger the Karnstein Armlets perk, basically, Monte Carlo allows you to have your Ball Lightning more often, which means you're away from your targets when you use the Ball Lightning, so you don't have to be up close to get that melee kill to get that health regen. So you can kind of see where this is coming together. Now, I am using one of these seasonal mods. It is Thunder Coil. This is mainly here to give you that extra damage when you're using your arc melee ability, which we all know can be a huge benefit in PvP. We've all seen those people go on complete like rampages with the Thunder Coil on the bottom tree striker. So this does not have that same effect, I can guarantee that, but it is very, very helpful to be able to have extra damage. So going over summary, you can tell what this setup is, right? Use the Ball Lightning melee ability to trigger the Karnstein Armlets perk that gives you health over time, plus has the benefit of applying Markov Chain ×5, which allows Monte Carlo to have a faster time to kill, and once you get a kill with Monte Carlo, there's a high chance of you getting your melee, which is your Ball Lightning. And basically just rinse and repeat. So you're going to have health regen, you're going to have very good damage from Monte Carlo, and you're going to be able to get that melee back, which is pretty cool. So I actually saw this build from Frostbolt. I don't want to take any of the credit, so I thought I'd try it out. There are probably a few more melee-based PvP builds out there that involve using the Monte Carlo, so I'm excited to explore some more of those builds. But you know, just going over, I guess, other weapons that I was using, specifically an energy weapon. I just used my PvP. I can't say it's a god roll, but it's pretty close. It's my last man standing. But if you wanted to keep everything based around that melee build, you could find some special energy weapons that come with the Swashbuckler perk. Some weapons that I've found that can actually come with that are the Dreambreaker, which is the Moon Fusion Rifle, the Epicurean, which is the Fusion Rifle from the Menagerie, Emperor's Courtesy, which is the Crown of Sorrow Shotgun, Gnora's Axe, which is the Iron Banner Slug Shotgun, so that could potentially be interesting, and then also the Last Man Standing, which you can get from Gambit Prime or Reckoning, which is, again, a shotgun, which can come with, I don't have one that comes with Swashbuckler, but if you do have one that comes with Swashbuckler, this actually might be able to work out pretty well for you. So there are primaries out there that come with Swashbuckler, but since you already have Monte Carlo on as that primary, I would suggest just going with a special weapon in the energy slot. Will probably help out a lot more than just using another primary. But do what you feel. I'm not going to tell you what's going to be better for you, but in general, I find people like to use a primary and a special. In general, autos still aren't super strong in a PvP setting, but everything else about the build goes very well together, and if you can play your engagements right, you can get Markov chain ×5 and put out massive damage with the Monte Carlo and just go on, go on some good killing sprees and get that health back very, very often, which is awesome. We're now at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but there are 3 things I want to go over. First up, my clan, the D1 Fire Team, is looking for active players in the Destiny community. Our members play all sorts of activities from casual PvE and PvP to the endgame content. If you're actively playing Destiny 2 and want the benefits of a bigger clan, the link to join is below. It'll say clan link. All you have to do is request to join, and myself or one of the admins will approve you. If you're with a smaller clan and want the benefits of a bigger clan, and you have, like, let's say, like 7 to 10 members, I'm just using that as an example, but if you want to come over, just send me a message on any of my social media links and we'll try to get something set up. Number 2, if you want to know how to support me, there's a link below that says best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and all that good jazz if you want to do any of those things. Lastly, we have a link to the community Discord below. Just a heads up, we're looking for anyone with moderator experience to potentially run the Discord. I know for myself, I'm more of a player instead of a manager, so if you have some moderator experience, just send me a message and we'll try to get something set up. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, but if you guys would like to talk or chat with me, Discord is going to be the best way to do those things. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.